So in this video, I will be showing you an accessory that I recently got that made shooting with off-camera flash so much easier. So hi everyone, this is Jiggy, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So before anything else, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel and would want to learn more about off-camera flash photography or maybe just photography in general, then this channel is for you. So you might want to consider subscribing, and while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggy Alejandrino. So if you guys are not new to the channel, you know that I love shooting with off-camera flash photography, and most of the videos here are really instructional videos on how to use your off-camera flash or how I use my off-camera flash. And recently I've been enjoying some products from HNY. HNY is a filter manufacturer. They create fantastic products for landscape photographers and filmmakers, but all these things also work so well for off-camera flash photography because it allows us to shoot within our flash sync speed without having to go on high-speed sync, therefore getting more power from our flash. If you want to know more about this technique, I'll leave a link to one of the videos I already made discussing this one, high-speed sync or ND filters. However, that's not the topic of this video today. Full disclaimer though, HNY did send me the product, but they are not sponsoring this video. They did not pay me to make this video. So all the thoughts that I am going to be sharing with you today is coming from me as a user. Whether I like it or I don't like it, I will tell you now, but honestly, I do love it because I will show you why. So HNY first came to my attention because of this particular product. This is what they call the Revoring. One of the problems that I had with my old filters was, number one, they're not very ND. In other words, I'll have to keep changing the filter depending on how much light loss I would want or light stoppage I would want. So you've got ND4s, ND8s, 16, 32, 64, and so on and so forth, and that corresponds to a specific stop. In other words, like an ND32 is about 5 stops of light loss or 5 stops of filtration of light. Now, one of the issues that I had was that some of my lenses would vary when it comes to filter thread. If I want to use my ultra-wide lens, I'm using an 82mm thread. And if I'm using this lenses, these are 72, I have some 67mm filter threads too. So it's very expensive for me to stack up on all those things. And during the time that I bought my filters, I didn't have an 82mm filter, or I didn't have an 82mm lens yet at that time. That's why I can't even use it with my ultra wides. But the main problem really, aside from that, is the fact that I have to keep on changing filters depending on how much light stoppage I want. That's why I love this particular product because, number one, it's got a multi-filter thread. You can see it here. All I have to do is twist this one. Let me open this camera. This, by the way, is a 85mm 1.4 lens from Sony. This is a 72mm filter. So all I need to do is do this and put it there. And that's it. So an 82mm filter will easily fit my 72mm lens. Now this Revoring also comes with a very ND. In other words, it's got 1.5 stops to 5 stops plus a CPL. Now, I did love it for a time. However, one of my problems is that I don't really like using CPLs too much because when I am underexposing, I want my skies to be blue. Now with the CPL, if I make a mistake or if I'm shooting fast, let's say for example, I set my CPL already like this, I'm shooting horizontally, and sometimes I forget I shoot vertically, then only one side of the image will have the full CPL effect, which will give a really weird look to the image. That's why this is nice if I am actually not shooting with off-camera flash, or if I'm just using it for basic landscape photography. This is amazing because it works well with my 16mm lens and all my other lenses too. So wait, let's just put this here. And this is the reason why I am so excited, because HNY came out, or they saw how beautiful or how people reacted to this multi-filter, multi-thread thing here, and they decided to make it into separate parts. And that's what they sent me. That's why I'm so happy. All of a sudden, you've got this one. This is like the base plate with all the filter threads. So again, it's the same thing as the Revoring. I can put it here on my 72mm filter thread lens, or if I have, let's say, for example, this one, this is my 16-35, which has an 82mm thread. All I have to do is twist it, and it'll fit the same way. All right? Now, here's where the magic begins. It's now stackable magnetically from this base plate. So now I have a separate Vari-ND filter here. This is 1.5 to 5 stops, also very similar to Revoring but without the CPL. And I can just stack it like that, magnetically, right? So it's very easy for me now to go from 1.5 stops to 5 stops. And of course, you guys know that I am, well, you consider it already a hybrid photographer, because I do content creation also, so I do videos also at times. That's why they even gave an option for this one. This is basically what they call their base plate, or this one, it attaches directly, and I have a matte box. So if I want to look professional while I'm shooting my videos, I can put my matte box, but really it's just to remove flare. If I want to remove flare, so I have my matte box here. Then it also comes with an attachment like this one. I can remove my Vari-ND and put this one. If I want to be a serious landscape photographer, I could use, let's say, there's square filters that are magnetically connected too. So all of a sudden, the entire HNY range, from their square filters to their rectangular filters to their circular filters to all those mist filters, those things for filmmakers, all of a sudden, it's just a stack away. And the nice thing about it, all you have to do is remove it from here. Oops, sorry. Oops. That's my bad. All you have to do is remove it from here and transfer it to your next lens. That's how easy it is. However, there is one problem with this particular system. And that's what I want to discuss with you guys today too. The problem is, when you're using a 16-35 GM lens, for some reason it is only with a 16-35 GM lens, I am getting a bit of vignette whenever I am using this one, the Vari-ND. However, there is a way to go about that. You don't use this one anymore. You could just use one of their magnetic, the thin magnetic adapters. Let's say, for example, this one. Especially, well, more often than not, I only use this anyway for landscape. So I can just screw it on here, this way. Screw it on. And then I can attach this standard base plate again. So from here, there. It just attaches, so it's just there. And then, of course, I can use the rest of the square filters from HNY. But again, more often than not, you're going to be shooting with ND filters with flash because you want to shoot wide open. Whenever I am shooting with my ultra wide, I don't mind it if I'm shooting at f8, f11, f16 because I want everything sharp anyway. The only time that I actually need this system is when I want to shoot wide open, and that is where the 85mm, my 50, my 35 comes in, and the filter thread is usually just from 67 to 72, which makes this one now perfect. Again, all I have to do is put that and then attach this one, and we're good to go. And if I want to transfer it to my 50mm, all I have to do is remove this. It's going to slap into my 50mm, or a 67mm like my 35mm or my 20mm. So again, it's so easy. So it's just like playing around. You could put my matte box again. So, you know, I've really been enjoying these things. I've been playing around with it so much because it's like, okay, all you have to do is just stack it all up, and it just makes everything so convenient. And of course, this brand is known for fantastic filters that they don't really give any color cast. So I'm happy with that. Well, my landscape photographer friends attest to that too. Okay, so if you have any questions with regards to this filter, and I think they are now starting their Kickstarter campaign. The moment this video comes out, it is going to be live on Kickstarter, so you can pre-order this system. I'm sure there's going to be more videos with more details, but I just wanted to share with you guys how I would be using this fantastic, they call this the Swift system from HNY. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to learn more about how I use this particular system and more of my lighting videos, feel free to browse the other videos that I've already uploaded in the channel. And if you did like this video, please do subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, click that notification bell. And of course, you can also follow me on Instagram. It's at Jiggy Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.